Huh?
Alrighty, welcome to episode 65 of the Consistent Genius Podcast. We're back with Bill Seach.
Wait a minute, where's my head?
Paul Kokish, head's down there, bottom right. Jody Doty, special guest, and Peyton Doty, special guest from Texas.
Houston, Texas, Bill. You say the city first.
Houston, Texas.
And the name.
Right. They're not from Houston, though.
Yeah, they're not.
Kingwood, Texas.
Kingwood.
That's a suburb of Houston. It's like Dublin, Ohio. Columbus.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
No,
No.
Dublin's.
By the way,
they walk around.
if you drive from Kingwood to South Houston, it's 4 hours.
It's
fucking ridiculous.
This is pretty big.
Dude, I'm driving. I'm thinking, hey, we're almost there. Nope. Not even, not even close. Then it's real level, too, so you can really see forever.
Oh my
God.
God.
There's a thing called mute.
Well, she still didn't even do it.
Silence.
Oh, look,
how did it just stop?
Hey.
Hey.
That's my watch.
Oh, big
Connection, you know.
I know, right?
time. High rollers.
I
over
said
here.
the other day to her, I'm like, hey, is your watch working? She's like, no, is yours? And I'm like, oh, I don't have
I
one.
thought the townies were here.
I asked you if you wanted one of those. You didn't want one.
Nah, I
Christmas.
don't need one.
They're nice.
I love it.
You
I
should
don't
get
know
one.
if I would use it. Like, you know, it's like
Is
kind
it
of
the
like,
one that's strapped? You,
I don't know, is it?
I mean, hey,
No.
that would be
Those are
great.
called handcuffs.
no, but they have the ones that,
That's
No,
a
that's-
swatch. That's a
Wait,
swatch.
no, not an Apple Watch.
I don't know about Apple. Like I said, I'm not, I'm not
You know who wears
I'm
a
not the world's rich and famous.
Tovach has
Okay.
one. Might do that. It's one of the what do you call it? iPhone watches, not the iPhone, but the
Apple watches.
it's a smartwatch. That's it.
There we go.
So it comes
Mine's
with
a
the Droid,
smartwatch.
Android or something?
I know. Yours is high quality.
It's,
You see how
it's
she
a-
answered
it's-
with her watch?
Yeah.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah, but I can't read that
Here's the
little
excuse,
thing.
though.
It's
You
too
can.
small.
You can never miss a call. So when
Well,
somebody calls you and you don't answer, they're calling bullshit on you every time.
Car driver.
They're like,
No.
bullshit. You got your watch on. I know it's car talker. You got the watch taped to your wrist. Answer your phone. So, you know what I mean?
Car
You-
talker. Heard us about.
You basically, that is your,
Did you come up with a name for that yet?
no.
Car talker.
Car talker?
Indian name.
Transit. Speak in transit.
Yeah,
That's right.
talking
transit.
Yeah.
Speak in transit. Hey, you would think though that she would answer the phone all the time.
No,
but she
but
doesn't.
listen,
No,
if
'cause
you're
I'm-
too far from your phone, it won't, like, pick up.
No,
We
that's not
should
true.
say
Unless you
it's
have
on
it.
the phone.
Nope,
An
that's
event
not
like
true.
Not
this,
answer the
you can't
phone.
answer.
Oh, I know she doesn't answer the phone. That's why everybody tries to call me if they
But
can't
she
get to
should
her.
answer the phone because she has the wristwatch.
No,
It lets
but if I'm
everybody know,
teaching
hey,
classes or working, I have to, look at it, and if it's
How many
really like
classes
Oh my
do you teach a
God.
week?
20 to 22.
what class?
That's a
Yeah.
lot.
Zumba, Dumba.
tell the audience. They don't know. You know what I mean? What, they think she's a math teacher.
Not a math teacher.
Fitness
Any ki-
instructor.
Yeah.
What's it, fitness
Zumba,
instructor?
strength, water classes. Kind of a little bit of everything.
Water.
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 Water Zumba. Gotta love
All I
it.
know is if you have one of those watches, you should be able to get a hold of every time.
100%.
You
You
know what I
should
mean?
be like me with the phone. I answer
Absolutely.
every call.
No, you don't.
Well,
you don't have voicemail on your phone.
I don't because
kind of
I answer
terrible-
the calls.
I mean,
Unless I'm in, class or at
Okay.
work.
there's
So
been
then you
plenty
should
of
set up
times
your
I called.
voicemail just in
No
case.
answer.
I can't even tell you a story right now.
What? I don't even know what you're talking about.
I think we're
When you
missing
answered a
something.
call,
We're
you shouldn't have been
missing
answered a call.
I heard that story. I heard that story last night.
God.
Hey, I didn't hear the story.
Can we please tell the story?
Did I hear the story?
It's a good story, but I don't know about
I
online.
think we should talk about it.
Why censor? I mean, what do we got?
Well, the boss called, but Bill was like hooking up with his girlfriend. He stops and answers the phone.
Yeah.
He said mid-stroke, he stopped and answered the phone.
I answer. I'm like, hey, I was just thinking about you.
That's fucked up, dude.
That's terrible.
She was so mad. She told me
I
about
can
it.
only imagine.
I
Why
mean,
don't you
you know,
play cards too? Why don't you right in that time just say, hey, we're gonna deal out some split pitch right now.
My dad and Pa are downstairs. Come on over.
Oh my god.
hide the board, hide the hand, low. I was telling Jody about the lows, the bicycle and the 64 and all that.
He's trying to teach me how.
Oh God.
It was
Yeah.
it went right over.
Well, you're
mean,
not. She used to
If
be able
she
to play
learns to
cards
play
with us.
cards, you have to learn to do aerobics.
No, she knows how
I
to
could
play
do a
cards.
summer.
Stop it.
I did one of your classes many moons ago.
Many
Many moons ago.
You were like six.
Six.
Dude.
You were six. You were just happy to be outside.
This is true.
Want to know a funny story about Jody's house? Me and Brandon were playing Xbox, and everyone was going to the pool. right? So they all go over. Me and Brandon are like, hey, we'll come after this game.
Guy.
So
Oh,
I come
this
over,
guy.
and Heather Seach had just got me new swim trunks, and they had pockets in them. Usually swim trunks don't come with pockets when you're little, so you don't,
my
have anything in your
gosh.
pockets that are important to jump in the pool.
Stop. He jumps in the pool. Looks me dead in the eye. This close. My phone's in my pocket.
So
I'm like, good. Why are you staying in the pool?
how old were you at the time?
Probably like 12. Well, when did you move to Texas?
When I was 14, so
14.
That's 5
I
years
don't
ago.
I was 14. I moved to Texas and learned to talk slow.
hold on.
Huh?
You probably
Because they
should have
talk
had a cell
slow.
phone at that age.
This is
Maybe.
true.
Well, I got a cell phone very early on because my mom worked at Verizon. So, that was
Right.
just, established.
I'm just saying, responsibility, because if you got your cell phone in your pocket and you're about to jump in a pool, you probably want to make sure that it's waterproof.
You would
Well,
think
yeah.
about that, right?
100%.
Yeah,
well, it
you
actually was. He actually destroyed the non-breakable cell phone.
You ever
he
heard
had.
of the Commando phone?
It was a Commando,
No.
yeah.
So-
It was non-breakable.
Commando's no
The-
underwear.
yeah, well, the Commando phone was supposed to be unbreakable. It's first supposed to be for people in the Army that go to, Afghanistan and, they get bumped around a lot, Humvees and whatnot. And a metal chair, folding chair from Bill Seach's house, play cards on, falls right on it, cracks it.
Yeah.
So you got a free phone, right?
No,
You would
think.
Well, it's supposed to be indestructible.
Right.
I don't know.
Wrong.
Well, was there a warranty on it?
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I didn't buy it.
Who was it with? Verizon?
Yeah.
Yep.
Scammers.
Yeah, we're at
This
AT&T
is
now.
true.
AT&T does hook it up. I got
that's
the
like
nice
Cricket
number.
Mobile.
Cricket Mobile. Hey, I should be a spokesperson because I think Cricket Mobile is the same exact service for half the price.
Who's
You
he
know-
look like with that hat on?
Oh my God, dude. I mean, you're going to be on 2G with Cricket Mobile. You'll be like, it's buffering,
I
buffering,
heard they all
buffering.
share the same towers.
No.
You don't
That's
think
what they
so?
tell you, but they let the real people in first. And Cricket Mobile sitting there waiting in line. Hey, I got a pass. No dice, pal. Cricket Boost Mobile, Cricket Mobile. I mean, that's those are burner phones.
So, Bill Seach just flew in this morning.
Tell everybody where you were at.
Viva
That was pretty loud.
Las Vegas.
This was very loud.
So, 7 of us went to Vegas. Phil Karam, for all you Youngstonians, probably know him
has
from
one of his
Legends.
names ripped out of there.
What was the name of his bar?
Legends.
Big
Legends.
shots.
Paul
Legends
Cocos
and
was
big
a
shots.
family favorite there.
So what'd you guys do?
Well, you gamble.
So I don't understand it. So
we Hunter went to. Hunter's my nephew.
it
if
was the
anybody doesn't
porn
know.
awards, and you didn't go see anything.
We didn't go. No, well, no, we just no. Everybody wasn't into that, so that's cool. No big deal. Nobody really wanted to
Come
go.
on, man. Hey, shut the cameras off, man. Let's talk for real.
It was there that weekend, but nobody was really wanting to go there, so we didn't go to.
Because everybody was stuck 1,000 probably.
Well, yeah.
People were stuck money, so they needed to gamble and try to get out of the hole. They could care less
No.
about chicks and G-strings at that point in time.
Phil was kind of crying because the pool wasn't open. He likes to go to the pool in the summertime,
60 degrees.
I know.
It's wintertime. in
Not
Vegas.
open, right.
Yeah.
Dude, they had winter coats on.
No
There's
way.
me walking down the street with a T-shirt, shorts. But so the first
He
night
wanted the pool?
he wanted the pool.
Titties.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever. So the first night we kind of went to, Planet Hollywood was where we were staying, and then Scotty had a room up at Mandalay Bay. He had a 2-bedroom suite. So I took Brad. I had a comp at Planet Hollywood. I checked Brad in down there into my room, which was free, and then Phil and Donnie had an adjoining room to that, and then me and Hunter went up to the suite because he had more beds, and checked our shit in there. So
I just wanted to go to the high end.
I wanted to see the
You wanted to
suite.
see
Big
it.
tickets.
It's a
Doctors
high
and
end suite.
lawyers.
Come on.
The
Right.
Mandalay Bay's pretty sweet.
So I wanted the suite. So the perspective is Planet Hollywood's really cool. They got loud, cool hip hop music playing, some rock and roll, hip hop, good DJ playing. They got girls dancing on the party pit while you're playing, like right in front of you, like Hard Rock used to do, which they don't do no more. Mandalay's more laid back, rich people, that kind of thing. It's kind of off the beat. It's clear at the end,
That's where the Vegas shooter was.
Yeah, Scott was there that weekend. So
really?
he said he was walking back to his room, and he gets the one clear at the end of the hall. So it's like The Shining when you're walking down the hallway, right? And you see the little twins looking at you. But
Oh my god.
do you remember that movie?
Uh-huh.
Red rum, red rum. Right. Red rum's
my
murder
God.
spelled backwards. And that was in the movie. I was
Did you not know that?
shit was scary.
Wait, you never knew that?
Red
No.
rum, red rum. Anyway.
How did you? Okay.
That'd be a good movie to watch.
Anyway, the
Yes.
SWAT team.
Yeah.
We need to watch Annabelle.
When that happened, the SWAT team was in the hotel, checking all the top floors, and Scotty was drunk, walking back to the room, didn't know what happened. On the ground, they got him like that.
Really?
They thought he was a bad guy. Yeah,
Well, he might have been a bad guy, not that kind of bad
he
guy.
said he
though.
was walking back from Delano, like the other, because it's connected now. Like, you know what I mean? So
And he didn't know what was up.
it didn't, no idea. Yeah, because he was a big drinker. This trip he didn't because he had a little health issue going on. He's kind of laid back, but so he had a nice room. We had the room down there, but playing Hollywood was more fun. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of pretty like little dealers and there's this big muscle dude that deals. His name's Chris. Was a cop in the '80s in L.A. Dude, he's cool as fuck. And he worked for Margaret Thatcher.
Oh, really?
As a security guard after the LAPD or whatever, and he said that's when the Crips and the Bloods were in there. Dude, he was telling us all kinds of stories. So it's just a hip place, you know what I mean? I like that better.
So did you go gamble there?
Oh yeah, yeah, we gambled there. I mean, you know, you pretty much gamble everywhere you go into. And then Hunter came in from Boston. That was cool. And then
When did he come in? The same night?
Yeah, he got there like 4 hours after us. So we went over to the Hard Rock area.
Porn
and-
convention.
No, we didn't go to the convention. I already said that.
But the casino where it was hosted.
We went to the casino,
Yes.
and there was all kinds of weird things going on. I mean,
Gooks and ghouls.
a chick followed me in the bathroom. I'm like, "Hey, you're in the men's room." She goes, "I know." So it was clearly a dude, but yeah. I'm like, "Man, I saw you in the mirror. My bad. It's cool. It's cool. It was blurry. It was blurry. I got my contacts in."
That's funny.
So, and you know, Hunter's a good-looking dude. He's 25. So every chick in there wanted to hit on Hunter, which is fine, but they were all wanting money. You know? So, you know, a lot of
He was with his girlfriend, right?
a lot of working girls. She was at some convention that night, like for her work. Funny thing, they were all at Mandalay Bay. I didn't know that. So the whole Mandalay Bay convention, which was like a huge convention, was all these people like all dressed in suits and shit, and she's part of that. Now they rented out the House of Blues. So that's how big their company is. You know what I mean? So we were on our own. We were just drinking. So me and Hunter, you know, beers and shots times 15. You can imagine, right? So I kind of broke even. He kind of lost a little bit, and that was it. You know,
That's
then 2 in the morning,
That's
Donnie.
just day one, though.
2 in the morning, Donnie, Phil, and Brad show up at the Hard Rock, and they've been gambling all night and drinking. So it turned into 5 in the morning. Next thing you know, I got to bed when it was daylight. You know, for 3 hours, and then you do it all over again. So
So you guys didn't like go out with each. It was like separate or in different like groups type of thing like that.
yeah, we always texted where we're going, who's meeting
Yeah.
up. Now, me and Hunter would sit there and play for 3 hours at one place. Donnie and Phil, they want to jump, stick and move. It didn't work out too good. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
obviously.
So
See, I never understood that. Like, when you guys go, do you try to stay in like would all 7 of you sit down at one blackjack table, or would you, try to each go to a different
that's when it's the
table?
more fun. So the Friday morning, we get up and they say, "Let's go downtown." They want to go play cheaper tables. That's fine.
So is
when you say
downtown the
cheaper
strip?
tables, what were the tables normally?
They weren't bad. Like Planet Hollywood's 15 minimum.
There
I
was
like-
no $5 tables.
No. So I had to $25 if you want to play double deck. I like double deck.
$25 a hand.
Yeah.
Bill C starts counting
I'm going
cards.
downtown.
Right. So downtown they have like different games, you know what I mean? But Mandalay Bay, they were like more 25s and 50s, you know. So we don't play there that much. So we go downtown, and that's exactly what happened. We all played at the same table. We were playing this game, the free bet game. You ever play that? Okay, if you get a 9, 10, or 11, you get a free double bet. But all 22s are pushes for the dealer. So it offsets that. So if you bet $20, you get a 10. They'll double the bet for free. Okay? You have to say double down. But you do it every time because it's free $20. But you lose because they might have a 10. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
but we were all playing there. So then you know how it is. Like on the plane, the first time we ever went to Vegas, it's the wisecracks and they're ripping on each other and stuff like that, and the fat joke or the fucking short joke or whatever. And the next thing you know, the dealer's in on it, and then tips are flying, drinks are flying.
You guys didn't shoot any craps?
Not one dice.
Really?
I was surprised.
What was the price of dice? That's what I want to know.
You can throw downtown. You can throw dice for $5.
Yeah, dude. It seems like I don't know that.
Yeah.
So it seems like the prices have gone up during on the strip.
Oh yeah, don't do it. Well, yeah.
Because I remember back, Mirage, you could still sit at a $5 table.
Maybe on like Sunday afternoon or something like that,
but not on the weekends.
No, weekends. Yeah, the crowds roll in.
Especially that weekend.
Yeah. Well, no, because that's like off the beat, and it's not part of the regular Vegas. There's conventions at every hotel.
Really?
You know what I mean? Yeah, different things. Like we went into Cosmopolitan. It's $50 a hand there, and it's packed. You got to play with 18 people that have no clue what they're doing.
Really?
It drives me nuts.
You think that's bad for your game?
I can't stand it. You're going to stay
wouldn't
on a
play there.
15. He's going to hit on a 15.
How many
She's going to
people are
double down
there.
on a 15.
If you're trying to win money, you're not.
You ain't trying to play with the schlep rocks.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, we might as well go play in the high roller room and play by yourself. You know what I mean? If you're going to play $50 a hand, what the hell's a couple hundred? You know what I mean? If you're going to spend $50, what the hell's the difference?
Yeah. So we had back north about 5:00, and they're talking about like, hey, where are we going to dinner and stuff like that, and I'm like, guys, you're trying to move all over the city. Brad's like, I got this coupon at this dinner. I can get $400 coupon if we got to go here. I said, hey man, that's cool. You take us all there. He goes, no, I need the $80. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I think I'll do the tuna melt for $5.95. You know what I mean? So that was pretty wild. And then I looked at my phone. And it was like 7:02, and it seemed like we had been up since last Friday. You know what I mean? And I text everybody, hey guys, we only been here like 18 hours. And they're like, no way. You know what I mean? Because we're up all night. You know how Vegas is.
Yeah. And people were stuck at that point in time.
I mean, no, they were. Everybody was playing pretty conservative. I think Brad was the one that got hit the worst in the first day. You know what I mean? And Hunter like 300-400 maybe, but that's not that big a deal. You know what I mean?
That's like winning 300-400 if you lose.
Right. And I was trying to play conservative. So my new thing is I buy in for 500, but I never play 500.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm betting 25, 30 maybe, and that's it. And I try to maintain a little bit.
See, my thought is, if you go to the casino, if you're at a casino and you bring 5,000, buy in for 5,000.
Yeah, that would really comp you up.
Yeah,
the way it's
because they're going to watch you.
Oh.
And then you go right to the room.
They don't even the pit bosses
4,500 in your drawer.
This is how commercialized it's come. The 4,000 and 5,000, like you're right about that. But they don't. The pit boss don't even really watch. The dealer takes your card and swipes it in a machine, and it's all digital.
Yeah.
So they're not like,
wait.
Mr. Kokus, would you like some dinner? No.
Repeat what you do. Takes your card when?
When you sit down, when you buy in, they take your player's card and they swipe it and they put the number what you bought in for, and then they know what you cash out for.
So you buy in at the actual blackjack table for the chips.
Well, how do they know what you cash out for?
He's 18. He's cute.
No, like you don't go to the cage.
How do they know that? How do they know what you cash out for?
They record it. When you get up, you color up the chip. They always want to color up your chips. If you don't do that, they get mad. Oh, sir.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you mean
that's
color
why.
up?
That's why you don't color up. You're just like, no, I'm good. I'm going over here.
Yeah, but they kind of insist that you do, and I do because I don't want to carry all the chips.
They want to see what you have.
Right, and they put it in the system. Yeah, so the night I won a little bit one night, not a lot, I think like $800, whatever. They put me in the system. I got an email. You gotta stay longer.
Really?
Yes.
So that's the thing. So the key is don't color up.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
So color up is like take small denominations, make them bigger.
And make them bigger.
Yeah,
what they do is by doing that, they're able to see how much you have.
Yeah, and they probably don't want to lose their chips.
Well, no, because they want to count as far as what they have, how the table did, and things like that. By you not doing that, doesn't give them an accurate count. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
In the same token, they don't know if you won or lost. They want to keep you in the casino. So, like I said, if you bought it for $5,000, you know what I mean? You're basically not going to, they don't want you to leave.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to Bally's. No, you ain't. What do we got to do to keep you here? I'm going to get you a steak. You know what I mean? Type of thing like that. So,
Yeah.
So
crazy.
what are you two laughing about over there?
We have no idea what you're talking about right now.
We're gonna tell her off.
So
Let's
this-
go to Kendra
this
Scott
is the
and tell her
funny-
off.
We don't gamble. We don't do
It's about
anything.
comps
It's
and getting
just-
free
we
stuff
just-
at the hotel.
We like
that's
free
all.
stuff.
Right. Well,
Yeah,
you know
we
my
like
room.
free.
My
Just
room-
gift with purchase. I can talk about shopping. We can do that.
Oh, we don't need to talk
Gift
about
with
shopping with me
purchase.
because
she only knew that Coach Purses. They send me shit like that.
You heard of Duluth?
Yeah.
What?
They send me shit all the
Hold up.
time. Like you accumulate points, and more points you can get, you get leveled up. Like gold, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, and then 7 star is the main one, and they give you free shit to go.
Why don't you forward those emails
Yeah,
right on
why-
to me?
Well, my points. I mean, you use the points. You know what I mean. But theirs was a great gift giveaway around Christmas time, and I didn't know how to do it, so I didn't mess with it. But there was a big purse one on there. I know you'd like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So,
Any casinos down in Texas?
but yeah. So you always.
barely. No.
You don't
You
have
have to go to
reservations,
Louisiana.
Connor?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Indian reservations.
Yeah.
18 plus.
They don't gamble in Texas.
We don't.
No, you have to go to Louisiana.
Really?
Yeah.
They don't
Uh-huh.
gamble?
Wait, they don't gamble at all?
No.
I don't think so.
Google that, Jamie.
Yeah, I don't know how real that sounds.
So, yeah, no doubt.
So you guys didn't go out. It wasn't like a big night out. Let me go to clubbing.
There was no clubbing. It was all gambling and just kind of running around, drinking while you're gambling, that kind of thing. It's fun. You know what I mean? I mean, you see
Okay.
people going to the clubs, but you never know, like, how that club's going to be. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You know how that is. And, I mean, let's face it, we're a little bit older now, so.
People usually go to New Orleans to
So it
gamble.
says there's one Indian casino in Texas, the Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino in
City.
Eagle Pass. Texas has 3 federally recognized tribes, but only the Kickapoo traditional tribe is authorized to own and operate a casino under the Indian Gaming Regulatory Act of 1987.
What
Yeah.
city's that?
Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino.
He's fast with that thing.
Yeah, I can
It's
hear it.
Eagle Pass, Texas. That's the city.
Where's that at? Or Texas?
Let's take a look at the map.
San Antonio? West Side?
See how big it is, man?
What?
You drive there?
Texas
Forget
is
about
small.
it.
I can hold my
Piedras
breath.
Negras.
What?
Piedras Negras.
Dude, I can hold my breath.
That's what, here, what's this
Piedras.
look like? Oh, west of San Antonio, southwest.
Wow, that's by the border down
Yeah,
there. isn't
seriously.
it?
Oh yeah, that is right on the
Yeah,
border.
is
it's right
it-
on the border.
Yeah,
Is it in
wow.
Mexico?
No,
Cartel land.
yeah, seriously.
It's right on that border.
So
Interesting.
I will say this: Late Night at Mandalay Bay had, I don't know if they were Spanish or Mexican or what. They were having a party, and the one bar was playing all like Spanish hip hop music,
See?
and they were all like doing these dances and singing, and all the girls were smoking hot.
Salsa. It's a
I was like,
it's a
what?
Salsa dance or something.
Yeah, no, it was like that, didn't it? Yeah,
It was Zumba.
no, it was like
Oh yeah. Okay, Zumba.
it was like their hip hop, and they were like they spin around a lot, like what they're like hugging, like you know how you slow dance. Well, they're doing that, and they're spinning like that,
It
like
was Telemundo.
dun, 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 yeah, like that the whole time. But
It's
I was pretty impressed. Hunter was like, "Wow, there's some hot." You know, I didn't know the nationality. They were all speaking a different language. Well, I didn't think it was Spanish though. It might have been. I don't know.
you speak Spanish.
A little bit.
Like,
Un
no,
poco.
Okay, very little bits of Spanish.
So we're at Mandalay Bay. I tell Phil and Donnie to come up there, right? So it's Brad, me and Hunter at the table, and Phil. And we're like, "Where's Donnie? Where's Donnie? Where's the midget?" We call him the midget. Where's the midget at?
That's terrible.
Where's the
Well,
midget?
he calls me Tubby. So what? How? Why is it that? Right? So you got to be fair. So the dealer, he goes, I go, "Where are you from, man?" He goes, he's like a 65-year-old dude. He goes, "I'm from Pittsburgh." I said, "No shit." I said, "We're from Steubenville." And he goes, "Get out of here. I worked at Foot Locker in the Fort Steuben Mall." I said, "You sold me shoes, dude, in the 80s, right?" In the 80s, because that's high
Yeah.
school. Remember we used to go there? Anyways, so I said the word the midget like 3 times, and as soon as Donnie walks up, the Steubenville dude goes, "There's the midget." Dude, funny as shit, man. We all lost it, you know. Donnie's like, "Ha ha ha," very funny, very funny. Seriously. But I thought that was crazy. That was a small world, you know. He worked at Foot Locker in a Fort Steubenville. He had a apartment on Sunset.
Dude,
Sunset Boulevard.
Steubenville is like Vegas is west. You know, it's like the west side of Steubenville.
They recruit
Vegas.
from there, right?
I swear,
Yeah.
people, go out there and move out there after they, either get kicked out of high school or graduate high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Some people move
because
to.
there ain't anything to do in Stillwell. You
That's
live
true.
in Pittsburgh, or you're going to Columbus, and if you got people out in Vegas, people move to Vegas a lot.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
Donnie get carded anywhere?
Donnie got carded a lot.
hey,
No,
there's
he did not.
There's actually a like
100
an outing or something like that. Like it's like a party every year they have for all the Steubenville residents
Really?
that live out in Vegas. That's
crazy.
So
Well,
it's
there,
kinda crazy.
well, there used to be a lot of speakeasies around Steubenville, wasn't there?
Speakeasy.
Yeah,
Yeah, in the
like
20s and
gambling.
stuff. I got that book. Yeah.
That was
Downtown,
real,
down
that
in
was
the
a real
river.
big, like,
Downtown.
yeah.
Dude, there's tons of murders too. Believe it or not,
Where?
in Steubenville, back in the 20s.
Oh, I know.
Really?
Yeah, because the prohibition shit was going
Sammy
on.
Davis, or what is it, Sammy Davis Jr. or whatever?
There was
there.
a
Steubenville was
train.
known for like people in Pittsburgh. People went out in Steubenville, like it was the river, like everything was down
Yeah.
there, stuff like that. So,
Really?
but that 20s, nobody knows what's going on back then.
You gotta read the book, man.
It ain't like they're like they have
book?
webcams and they're gonna get
There's
busted.
a book about Steubenville. It's out in the car. I took it on a plane.
Why is it in the car?
Why didn't you take it on the plane?
Took it on a plane. Didn't
You
read
ain't reading nothing.
that book's, listen, that book's been to Vegas 3 times.
Really?
Never
You
read it.
Not reading anything.
It's like my golf clubs. I took them once, never came out
Me
of the
too.
package.
Took the golf clubs was miserable. I'm like, never again. I'll buy clubs before I take clubs out there.
They never left the travel pack.
Yeah. I had the hoodie over top of the clubs. Never even unbuckled them. They never even saw. You know what I mean? The clubs didn't even see the heat.
Never saw.
He
the
never lit
shine
them on
of the sun.
fire either. You heard that story, didn't you?
No.
I'll let Paul tell you.
Tell me the story.
What story?
Clubs on fire.
Oh my goodness.
Well, we had a golf outing, and
Okay.
and so the golf outing basically you can drink pretty, and we were all inebriated, drunk or whatnot, and people were smoking cigarettes, and it's just the little things bother me. And I had a terry cloth bag. It was like a ping bag. It was a walker's bag, but there was like
So it was later.
strings that were just hanging from it, and I wanted to burn them off, right? And so apparently I burned one of them off, and it was a wick, and it basically, I swear to God, it went inside my golf bag, and for whatever reason, the wind tunneled inside my golf bag and caught the bag on fire from the inside. So you didn't even know it was on fire from the outside. I was like, man, you smell that? It smells like oil. Smell that? All of a sudden, some dude, we're in the middle of the course, some guy goes, dude, your bag's on fire. And I look and my golf clubs are on fire. And instantly, we have like a case of beer. I just start pouring beer on my clubs, start stepping on it. I break like 3 clubs. Because I don't know what the hell the fire... I've never thought stomping on your clubs would break them. It snapped a couple.
Yeah, you
Driver.
think-
I mean,
You remember that was in.
So apparently that was like
Entourage.
the funniest story, and it's been like 5 years since that happened.
It's been a while.
And it's
That's
like
funny.
when I go back to the golf outing, they're like, dude, don't catch your golf. They just catch slack about.
He's
catching
known
my
for
golf.
that now, yeah.
Dude, I mean, people were actually like falling down laughing so hard because they saw the bag on fire and me just pouring beers on it trying to get it out, and it was like, because I was in panic.
They
you know
said
what I mean?
flames are coming up out of
Yeah.
it.
I was in panic mode. I'm like, oh my God, my clubs are on fire. You know what I mean? It's like, I start thinking, I was like, this is $700. I ain't getting new clubs. You know what I mean? I start pouring Bud Lights on them like it's nothing. Let's go. And it wasn't, it was basically the rubber was on fire, the handles.
Yeah.
And dude, it was like watching 4th of July
By
snakes.
the way, those are at the bottom of the bag.
Yeah. And so
Good luck getting them
it was
out.
ridiculous. Yeah, that was a fun time.
That was good.
that sounds like something you would do, honestly.
Hey now.
It was all
know-
because I wanted perfection of my bag. That's why. You know what I mean? So I couldn't deal with the little strings. How about like little scissors? Couldn't deal with that. I had to like lighter. You know?
Yeah.
That's good
You
shit.
used what was available to you at the moment.
Yep,
So.
absolutely. Because here's what happened: when you pulled the string, it like you had a runner. It'd be like a runner in your hose. So you didn't want to do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So and it was too strong of a string to yank it this way, but so I lit it. And it went right up in the bag.
Took
Pretty
off.
funny.
It was terrible.
Jody,
But that
Jody,
happens, right?
I know you got some funny stories. Let's hear one.
I don't know. Funny story right now. Start me on a topic.
Oh my goodness, you should tell them about how you always have to wear an ice bag around your head.
Okay, I was I am like they call me head trauma because I'm always like hitting my head. So
No.
believe it or not. So I was
She
getting
did
ready.
it at the house that we're staying at right now. Remember she opened the freezer door and like went up and knocked herself out? None of you remember
Smart.
that?
I wasn't there, but okay. You opened the freezer and bent down and then busted your head on it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I stood up but see, now that's like my trademark because I was just getting ready to teach a class. Like it was about a month ago. I was getting ready to teach
You
a
know
class
when that
at the country
started?
club.
Because of the hand.
The puff hand. That's it. It started
I
it.
got stung by a bee when I was little. She wouldn't hold my hand. I was like 4.
Traumatized.
Crying. Oh, this hurts.
Traumatized.
Hey, she's like, I ain't touching that.
He's
She
reaching
always
up going,
remembers.
hold my hand. No.
She ran from me. Left me stand. That's why she bangs her head all the time.
Yeah.
Karma.
Bad karma.
It comes back to get me all the time. I gave myself a concussion. I bent down to pick up to adjust my microphone, stood up, that there was a TV hanging out of the wall,
Oh, jeez.
right up into it, knocked
jeez.
myself out, sitting
No
down on
way.
the floor.
Really?
Kind of lost.
I was just gonna say, how do you know that you gave yourself a concussion?
I
Like,
had to
you
go
know
to the
what
doctor.
I mean? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
That's crazy.
When she does something, like when she hits her head hard. But she does it so often, I'm surprised that she still has like
Because she's
a solid
quick.
brain.
She comes up like a cat. You know what I mean? Boom! And it don't matter what's there.
Cat-like reaction.
Seriously.
Oh,
Quick
you
like
should
a
tell the
cat.
story about the boat where you were jumping off the front end to tie it off and your foot got caught and bam.
We don't need to talk about all my mistakes.
So Funny's home videos might work for that.
No, the
This
best
is
story was
true.
when we all went to Cumberland, Kentucky.
With the sickness?
No.
What?
We all.
Oh, the
all went-
moth.
oh.
Do you remember the fucking moth, dude?
What's that?
You remember the moth on
No.
that boat? Oh, my God. Go ahead. Tell me.
No, because who all went to Cumberland? You went to
we
Cumberland,
went
right?
to, yeah.
Yeah, and all the people
was
from Common Point
everybody.
were on that one boat, and then we had...
Then we almost died because we had 3 boats. We were the middle boat, and we tied our boat where our air conditioning vent was sucking in the exhaust
From
fumes.
the other boats.
Yes. And so it was carbon monoxide poisoning. And so everyone woke up with like migraine headache to hell. You know, and nobody knew. Everyone had it. And I was like, dude, we're dying. It's chemical. So as soon as we went outside and stood outside for 20 minutes, the headache kind of went away. So that's when we just alerted everyone, get up. You know what I mean? Get up now.
Get up so you can still
Yes,
get up.
get up so you can, have another night of drinking.
So what was that? Yeah, no, I remember that.
But that was crazy. Dude, I mean, there were so many people.
So many people. We had a couple little boats, a couple jet skis. Somebody sank Jeff's jet ski, remember?
Oh, what?
Oh,
Chilling.
really?
Chilling.
That was a different trip, though, wasn't it? Or no?
No. I only went once because I think Stacy Carruthers got she was a loan officer at the time. She got us like a discount on the boat because we almost died and they didn't tell us
Oh, yeah.
that we need to separate the boats.
So I came back and I look and they got my little speedboat that I had at the time. They got a rope tied it, and then it was up around a tree and down to the jet ski, and they're boats in reverse, and they're trying to pull the jet ski up on land because Lake Cumberland is like this. So they're trying to reverse my boat with a rope around the tree like a pulley and lift the jet ski is full of water. They're trying to pull it up on land so they could drain it because there's no dock.
Right.
How'd that work?
Oh my God! I was like, "What are you?" Kind of went a little ape
One
shit
of the main
because-
trips that I remember main things that I remember is when we were basically leaving the boat, coming off. Mr. Seach, I'll never forget. He had it was a garbage can full of
trash.
stuff. I don't know if it was whatever it was. I think all his stuff.
It was raining real hard. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
And all I
It was
remember,
pouring.
Jody! He's like, go get the goddamn car! Oh, dude, it was hilarious. I was like, wow, Mr. Seach, calm down. Take it down like 17 notches. Literally, seriously, I mean, dude was red. You know what I mean? But he had two emotions. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The handle. He flew off the handle a little bit.
Like one time when we were driving back when he used to play cards with us, we were going to the house or whatnot, and he drove, and somebody cut him off, and he was like, "This fucking dick face." I lost it.
We were cracking up laughing at it.
We couldn't. I mean, I was laughing the whole time we were going. We were driving for another 20 minutes, and I just couldn't stop laughing.
That's so funny. But the moth. What happened with the moth is I came over to your boat. Mark, the dude that was dating Amber. Do you remember him?
Wagner.
Mark Wagner. So there's this big ass moth, and you're at the lake, and you're in the middle of nowhere, and this big ass moth's in there. But you're in there, and we're all sitting around like this, drinking, having a good time. He might have been smoking or something, So this moth is like flying around the chandelier, and Mark goes, "I'll get it." Gets his hat, goes, wham! Chandelier goes in 1,000 pieces.
I think I remember that.
Oh my god! Everybody died laughing because I mean it's just funny as shit. You know what I mean?
Damage.
I'll get it. Some things you don't forget, right, Clavin?
We don't forget.
Cliff Clavin, extraordinary.
How about Kristen? Does she forget?
She forgets everything.
Does she?
She has no memory at all.
She does forget stuff, but yeah, she's very smart, but she forgets stuff.
Yeah.
So she's like book
she's
smart, but not
she's
like.
a pharmacist, right?
Yeah.
Call me silly, but you got to be super smart
Yeah,
to become a pharmacist.
yeah.
So how does she forget? She forgets the normal things in life.
She forgets life things. She like as far as book stuff and pharmacy stuff, she has a memory like a vault.
It's like
Anything
beating
that-
up her little brother. She remembers that probably.
Oh,
She beat my
with
ass one
the-
day.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness!
no,
was
no,
it with
no,
the little, the what
You-
was it called?
You got her back good.
I hit her with a rake.
You did. You did.
I was little, man. Remember the little rake and shovel you would get? You remember it?
Oh,
You
like
have little
the,
teeny
the
weeny
metal
ones,
one,
the
yeah.
metal
Really?
ones.
Yeah, they were metal back then. Now they're plastic because of me, probably.
those are lawn darts they got rid of.
Right? Yeah, I hit her with the rake.
Yeah, you should definitely tell that story because that
I was-
story's great.
I was a little kid. I don't remember it.
She remembers it.
Of course she does. She's Cliff Clavin.
They were at Mingo Junction. First of all, the house is getting ready to fall over the hill. I mean, it's on top of this hill. It's like the house. It's like if you push it, it's going to go over that hill.
Dude, I do remember the 4th of July softball games with the families. We had like 3 families that always played softball 4th of July. I'm up there practice swinging because I got to go first, you know. I fucking take a practice swing and belt her right in the chest. On accident. I didn't see her, you know what I mean? You know how Pete girls walk around the court? Don't walk behind the bat.
Let's grab your swollen hand now. That beat it.
Yeah. Again, Klutzo over there.
You remember when Nathan like knocked the wind out of me with the bat? When we were in Chicago when we lived at that one house, but Nathan was trying to hit the ball off the little
Off
stand,
the tee.
and he like wound up, and my head was down, and he like got me in the back of the head. As soon as I came up, he like swung backwards. I almost knocked out.
I don't remember that.
Well, Dad was outside. Of course you don't remember it. You weren't paying attention to me. You were paying attention to Laura.
Dud story. Dud story.
Oh,
Hey, so quick
Okay.
question. So
Flag.
You how long have you lived in Texas?
6 years.
6 years. So beforehand, you lived where?
Chicago.
How many years there?
Oswego. 10 years.
10 years. So do you like Texas better than Chicago?
Wait, Detroit was before that.
Huh?
Detroit. Rock City.
Michigan. I remember that. Michigan.
Remember my hand froze?
No, but
It's cold. It's cold.
was a different trip.
Was that the one where you put the shampoo in the gel?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's terrible.
I didn't do that. I just switched the bottles.
Whatever. I was like, oh, he had this expensive gel. Was the crew? It was all
The crew,
fancy.
remember?
You know what I mean? Mine was like LA looks or something. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, Seach got that. He got that fancy gel. I'm gonna use some of that. I put it in my hair. It was like all of a sudden I got suds. You know what I mean? It was ridiculous, man.
I hear, oh.
I was like, what? And then it was terrible because you can't tell the difference between the gel and shampoo. They look identical.
Well, the southern.
Until they
The southern,
suds. Until
this
they
other,
suds.
that southern Michigan trip, you weren't there. So what happened was me, my mom, and dad, and Jody and Randy. We're going to the Michigan game, right? Different year. We get a hotel. We're just going to crash in there for, I don't know, 8 hours or whatever.
Yeah.
Mr. Seach is always hot like us. So he decides to open the window. I'm on the floor. I wake up. I can't move my hand. It's frozen. I can't feel. I'm like, it's frozen.
My hand.
You were sleeping next to the door?
Next to the window. And they got the windows open, and it's Michigan in the middle of November.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Dude, funny shit. I'm like, hey, my hand ain't moving, man.
So did you like Chicago better than Texas?
Yes.
Most
Did you?
definitely.
You know what? Texas is a nice place to visit. Want to live there, kind of thing.
Give us the
Okay.
differences.
Why? So give me
Yeah.
the breakdown. Because
Well-
like Chicago is like freezing cold. It's the murder capital of the world. So break it down for me.
Well,
Now
you have
it
to
is,
know,
but it wasn't
no,
back
listen,
then.
You
Oh,
have
was
to
it?
know the
No.
certain areas to go to because every place has bad areas. Houston has bad areas. Third
Yeah.
Ward and what other place?
I don't know.
And okay,
She
so
never
there's
been
this
there.
place
I don't
called.
go there.
What's that? They
There's
got a
a-
gang, right? MS-13. Isn't that
I
down
don't
there?
know, but like
Hey,
they
we have
have
MS-13 High Street.
we have a town called Greens Point, but everybody calls it Guns Point because there's so many shootings. There's probably 2 shopping centers in the mall. There's probably like 2 stores because they get shot up all the time. Nobody
Where?
wants to
In
go there.
Texas?
In Texas.
Texas
But everybody
is
got
just
guns.
hot and muggy and humid.
Oh, is it always muggy? Is that what it
Yes,
is?
it's like
Mosquitoes?
100% humidity all the
Tons.
time.
See, my friends that they live down there, they've been begging me. Oh, come down, dude. Work is
No,
dude, you'll find a
do
job
not
in
go
10
to
seconds.
Texas.
And first thing I ask, how's the temperature? Oh, dude, it's like it ain't bad.
They
But
lie.
Oh, they're
they
lying.
lived in
Lie.
Louisiana.
They're lying.
People
No.
lived in Louisiana.
Right.
So if you live in the swampland, humidity is nothing. If I spend 2 minutes in humidity, I'll be down. I lived in Ocean City. So before
No way.
before we moved and got our place in Ocean City, Maryland, we had to stay at Scott's mom's house. They limit the air conditioning in the summer.
Limited to what?
To like sometimes it's on, sometimes it's not.
Off.
Which is like foul.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy.
I had the Maxima back then. Slept in the Maxima for like 4 days until we got our apartment ready.
Did you really?
Yes.
Is that the one that went up on the curb?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But let me tell you something. There was nothing better in the world.
Right.
I woke up, maybe not like,
You left it running?
best, yes. Air conditioning. Woke up, it was like steam windows. You didn't know anybody was, I didn't care.
Yeah.
But you know what? I was comfy because the temperature was correct. You know what I mean? I'd step outside and be like, oh, it's miserable.
Yeah,
Hair
I would be
start
miserable. I
curling.
would be miserable in Texas, too. I don't.
You know
No.
what? You're like
Oh,
I'm
it
cold.
is
Like I think it's cold
miserable.
in here. You guys say it's hot. I take a shower, walk out the door, sweating again. So you run from place. There's an air conditioner in my house. Thank God there's an air conditioner in my car. Oh my gosh, the bug. You know the bug.
Oh my God.
The
That's
bug.
another thing. There's bugs, I'll kill someone.
No.
She's talking about the car.
I'm talking about I'm talking about my car. The bug air conditioning broke.
No.
But there are bugs.
There's bugs.
There.
Listen, we travel. I think were you Southwest Texas?
No, I didn't go.
Dude, those palmetto bugs or whatever the bugs they were as big as my arm.
They're huge. They're like that big.
Okay.
Seriously.
When they say everything is bigger in Texas, I kid you not. I saw a crow for the first time, and I thought it was like an eagle. It was so big.
Dude, it is. I'm not lying. Whatever. Hey, GMOs, whatever they got down there, they're feeding them right.
G22s.
B-Walt
Oh,
and the
yes.
CBD.
Yeah,
Okay.
CBD oils.
Frogmen.
Yeah, they're doing it right down there. But
They
dude,
got
the
frogmen.
bugs are gigantic. Like you see, because you're a sissy and you see a
I
spider,
don't like bugs.
you crowd down and start.
He
crying.
won't kill a
Yeah.
spider, man. He's afraid of them.
That's terrible. I can't wait to bring 7 spiders and just put it in your
I lived
Oh
at a house
my
in Florida
God.
once, dude, and I walked out to the pool, and the pool was sweet, right? Like, I turn around, I see this spider. I ain't lying. It's as round as that cup.
Oh,
I'm like, I am not even thinking about buying this house.
It's like a mouse.
It was like that big. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, that's a tarantula, dude.
So, yeah,
It's like
scary,
That's
dude.
what you feed the alligators.
Those are scary.
No way.
But I
don't
wonder,
like
see, like the
spiders.
cat. We have a cat. The cat gets the spiders.
Oh, you're
now.
great.
But that spider might eat the cat.
Listen, unfortunately, I don't have a cat, so when I go to the restroom at 4 in the morning
Oh.
and I turn the light on and I see like this thing as big as a silver dollar, and I'm like, oh, you're dead. Instantly,
You're
it's like
dead.
I turn all the lights on. It's Yankee Stadium downstairs. You know what I mean? Because they're, they love the dark, but you are not getting away from me. There's a story when I lived with Freck way back in the day.
Correct.
I was downstairs, and
Downstairs is where they are, man.
yes,
They
he has
gonna-
a split level.
they're
And
gonna
I
bite
stayed,
you.
I stayed in the downstairs port. Well, I had my mattresses just on the floor like a wrestler.
I had
Like
that
a
before.
wrestler.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
so
They come right up.
no lie, woke up just like I popped up. This gremlin, this gremlin was sitting there. I mean, it had hairs. I saw it all, and I said, "Oh, you're done." Right? Instantly, it was
you're
dark.
done.
I clicked the little light, grabbed my shoe, and I missed. And the spider went in the closet.
No way.
I was up.
Gone forever.
It was 3 a.m. I stayed up. You could not even go back.
What
to
could you
sleep.
do?
No, I wasn't going back to sleep. I was going to go to the hotel.
Coming to get
Dude.
you.
I was going to the hotel.
Yeah.
Like I was like, somebody, I'll call Orkin. Somebody get this thing out of here, man. There is an animal in my closet. And here's the thing: they can fit in between the smallest crevices, and the
Yes,
body was
because they can
huge.
flatten themselves.
You can't. You
Listen.
can't get him. That's a rat.
Okay, no.
It's a rat
I
spider.
believe her because I went clear out the closet, gone. I was like, dude, I couldn't sleep in my room for like 3 days.
That's happened to me before.
I honestly do not know who came up with the bullshit. They're more afraid of you than you are of them, because that is a lie. They are planning to kill us, and they are planning our demise. They are just not.
They just
about
want to
us.
crawl on you at night. And bite
Yes.
You. You're like, hey, what happened? What was that, dream? And then you're like, and your arm starts swelling up. They start pulsating and stuff. You're like, hey, man, what the hell?
Right.
Yeah, that's
So it's funny. But
never again on the floor.
I got a story like no, I had that happen to me too. But this is a Vegas one. The Hunter's first trip to Vegas last year. I'm staying at the Link, which by the way I would never say stay at the Link. It's a shithole. My room, the Link, it's called. It's the old Imperial Palace. So
The Link.
I get in there. Hunter's not coming till the next day. I just get in there. I'm tired from the flight. I'm just gonna lay on the bed for a minute. I lay down. I see a salamander the size of my foot go across his bed.
You mean
like this long?
No. Those millipedes, those 1,000 centipedes.
It was dark though, like black like that microphone.
See, I can grab a lizard or a
A
salamander.
lizard, yes.
Yes,
This is
lizards-
like 1,000-legger thing.
Yeah. When I see one of those things, that's hey, give me a new room.
Right.
There's someone in this room.
Right. So I
Someone in
jump.
the
So I did the
room.
same thing. I jump up because if I don't get him, he could get me at night, right?
Listen, here's why I hate those things. You kill them and they still move. They're shaking.
Yes.
They're like
Oh my
they got
goodness.
electrocuted or something.
They
you
come
know what
back.
I mean?
Yeah, they come back.
I'm like, hey, I leave them shaking. So I'm like, I want your people to see you.
So
So don't come in this
See
room.
you.
I want all your family members. I want everybody to see you
Smashed.
shaking in this room, and I'll leave them in there for like 3 days.
right. So this little fucker goes over across the bed, and he goes in the hotels in Vegas. They're stuck to the wall. Well, there's a little crack that he goes in there. And I can't get him, right? So I get the magazine. I'm jamming it in that hole. I'm trying to kill that fucking
I
bug.
would have went and got Elmer's glue. I would have glued the goddamn wall. Super glue, some sort of glue.
Gas, light on fire.
Yes, guaranteed.
Light it on fire. Little string, light it on fire.
I'm notorious for burning people. They're not burning people. I mean,
People in golf
insects.
bags.
Insects,
Yeah.
like spiders. I've gotten syringes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
Syringes.
hey, me and the arachnophobes, we go way back.
Yeah. I didn't tell Hunter till he left. I said, Hunter, by the way, there was a snake on your bed yesterday.
That's why it's imperative that you have a cat. There's
Cat's money. Yeah.
Zero bugs. You would think, right? When I lived with Freck, we had 3 cats. They didn't come downstairs. They didn't help me.
Right. It was a fuck the fact
That
that.
that big spider was like, well, probably because I used to beat the cats or something.
No, because I had my mattress on the floor once too, because the bed broke. And
That's a surprise.
yeah. I'm on my phone one night, and I got a pillow laying across my stomach, and this fucking giant spider right up, almost walked right in my nose. I was like, oh,
It fell from the ceiling.
I don't know where he came from, but he walked right up on the pillow.
Oh, he walked
and I'm
up
looking
there.
for him. Same thing. I went like this, and he's gone. Now what do you do? It's dark.
Go to the hotel.
Lights on. I'm searching for him. I got my fucking swatter
Go to the hotel. That's like,
in my underwear.
hey, all lights on. It's Yankee Stadium. Neighbors are like, what the hell's going on over there?
Right.
It's 3 a.m.
That guy's banging the walls. What's wrong with him?
They see a shadow and be running around like this. You know, like got a sword. You know what I mean? I'm like smacking the floor. They're probably like over the neighbors are like, what the hell's going on over there? You know what I mean? I'm running around because I gotta have all the lights on. I
You
gotta
got,
have
you got the blind down so they can see the shadow.
yeah, they see the shadow. You come up, I'm gonna open the windows. You know,
He's going crazy over there.
yeah, the neighbors are probably what the hell's going on over there? You know what I mean? Seriously. But you have to turn all the lights on. How are you gonna find that thing? Yeah. First of all, it's as big as a baseball, and it goes away, dude. That's you know what I mean. Done.
Yeah. You ever put your shoe on with one in there?
No.
Oh my god. I've done that, man. I'm like, there's something in my shoe. I open it up. Thing jumps out. Motherfucker.
Get out, seriously?
Yeah. Because why didn't he die? Why didn't my foot kill him? He was between my toes, right? Like up in the I mean, I had a sock on. It didn't hurt me, but still, you're like, that's fucked up, right?
I don't know. I can't even imagine. Because there's shoes that I don't wear for a while.
Yeah, that's what
my
happened.
I always,
God.
instantly, I'll turn the shoe around, and I always do that.
I'm always scared of
I'm
that.
like
have to
shaking
bang
the
him out
stuff.
before
he
Yes.
goes.
If you're scared, if you see the spider, what are you going to do?
He run from
It's
it.
going to go in your pillowcase. Yeah, but when it goes in your pillowcase, what are you going to do?
So on the rare occasion I have to kill bugs.
He tells Jonah to do it.
No. So like,
Meemaw.
what would happen? I
That's
used
terrible.
to.
I'm going to kill you.
So you know, like how I have all my monitors and stuff. I used to spend a lot of time sitting there playing games or whatever. And the more time you sit in one spot, the more likely you are to see something, out of place. So I would, rarely see a spider crawling. And I'd have like a candle, so I'd have boom,
And then leave him there.
and then the candle stays in that spot for 3 months because I don't want to deal with that. And as far as I'm concerned, that's good.
Hey, I'm the bug terrorist. Like, I will take the bugs hostage. I'll put them in a jar, put them on the floor, and just let people come by and, hey, Barnum and Bailey's, go ahead and see the bug in the cage.
How about the ants, man, when you see one carrying the other dead one? You ever see that?
So the worst thing you could do is, they say, here's a Clavin moment.
Okay.
If you kill an ant, like during its like marching pride or whatever, their Pride
Yeah.
Day parade, they smell that and they're all going to go to that scent. So you're not supposed to kill them. Like, how like I'll smash them. If I see one on the kitchen counter, it's getting smashed.
Yeah.
Well, all its buddies are coming up there.
That's what bees do. If
Yeah.
you kill a bee, there will be like 1,000 bees at you in not even a
Dude.
minute.
Hey, I've been stung multiple times. Me
Me too.
and the entomologists, the bees, the study of bees. Listen, I give it to the people who do those hives. Oh, you're gonna get stung. Like they say, like it's nothing. When I get stung, it's like it hurts.
It's something.
I don't know about you, but one bee.
My hand gets big.
I'm not gonna hold it. Sorry.
I got stuck in my foot one day. I was like weed eating someone's property, and they were out by the driveway, right? And all of a sudden, I got stuck. I threw the weed eater up in the air, and started cursing. They looked at me like, "What is this guy?"
That crazy Korean's killing spiders again.
Exactly. What the hell? She was like, she got in her car and got out real quick. You know what I mean? I'm that guy now.
I don't know if I've ever been stung by a bee.
Oh, can't wait to go give you.
Oh, you don't want
bee's
to.
nest.
Oh my God, it hurts so
Oh, if
bad.
you're allergic to it, it's worse because your fucking face grows and shit,
You
right?
swell up. Yeah,
I got stung on a golf course once. It sucked.
It's just yeah. It itches. If the needle's in you, you got to get the needle out.
The
Well,
stinger?
yeah.
Huh?
The
Dude.
stinger?
Yeah, the needle, stinger, whatever.
How about the Travis? Did I tell you the story about him? We're golfing, and
So Travis is a buddy of ours that goes golfing with us.
yeah, he's cool dude.
Just so you're aware of the situation, he likes to go off on tangent and tell you stories.
He's absolutely afraid of bugs, right?
Yes.
Spiders, bugs, whatever. He walks into the brown things that stick to your shirt.
Oh, the
And
spurs.
he didn't know. I said, Travis, something on you. He sees there's like 50 of them. Oh! He starts jumping
Hey,
around.
first of all, he has panic attacks.
Oh my
And
God.
so it's probably bad that he did that. He's actually got medication for it.
For his
He
panic.
has been taken in an ambulance because of the panic attacks.
I didn't know that.
This guy's over here is not going to do that, right? You ever notice, like, he'll he always tries to scare you. I don't know if you live with the guy. You know what I mean? He'll hide behind corners, and he don't hide too well. But all of a sudden, you turn the light, you know what I mean? You're like,
I get my mom all the time. I'll
yeah,
go behind
see,
her.
that's what I
Hey,
mean.
Mom,
So he
what's
doesn't
up?
know that some people have conditions that probably shouldn't do that. You know what I
What
mean?
are those things called? Those
There's
brown
one of
Clavin. What are those things called?
Briars.
Spurs.
The brown spur. The big ones though. They're like that big.
Briars.
Yeah. Well, there was like 30 or 40 of them on him.
That's what happens when the dog goes in the woods and you got to go chase after him.
Yeah.
And you look and you're like, oh, you're a mess. You got to sit there and clean briars off.
Oh my goodness, Thor's feet. Whenever we first moved to Texas.
He'd step into the briar patch, they'd be all up and down his legs and everything.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dogs love that. They're like, oh, that's like a coat for me.
Wait a minute.
Oh, wait a minute.
How about Florida in the golf outing? They got these little fucking balls. They're this big. They got fucking needles sharper than anything you know, and they stick to you. And they stick in your shoe. Dude, I stepped in there. Rick goes, you got hitchhikers on you.
Hitchhikers.
I'm like, what the fuck's a hitchhiker? She can't grab them to get them
I can't
off me,
get
dude.
'em off.
They're fucking, they're like Little, they're like the size of a pea with thorns all over.
I don't understand when I go to customers' houses and they have Jagger bushes.
Yeah, they like the roses.
Like, why do you have Jagger bushes? Go
I
flip
love
it and
Jagger
buy.
bushes.
Hey, I'll give you a gift card from Flowerama. Go buy the goddamn roses. There's nothing worse than having, like, you run through Jaggers, you get stuck, like, you move, and then all of a sudden your other piece gets stuck. You're better off just ripping your skin off.
Yeah, so you know what that feels like. Get a bag of peas and put thorns all over them and throw them on your leg. Because that's what a hitchhiker is. That's a hitchhiker.
Really?
We had to use
Yes.
golf tees to flop them off me.
flip 'em off.
They hurt so bad,
Like,
dude.
real small green pellets?
Yes.
I've seen them.
With thorns.
Hey, that
Yes.
was some hillbilly golfing. We went.
Oh, yes,
I've
it
seen them.
was.
I've seen them. They're miserable. Because if you sit on them,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You're going to jump in the air.
Yeah, so they got all over my sock and my shoe. And
The
I had
sock's the worst. You got to throw the socks away.
yeah.
Seriously, throw it away.
But we had to play the rest of the holes.
Well, we walked in and it's like a little shack. Bill Seach was like, "You take credit card?" They're like, "Cash only."
What's that? That's what happened
then-
when he was in Youngstown.
Yeah, and I think we brought maybe like 2 or 3 golf bags, and you can't use golf bags. They have these little like, what do you call like
Oh,
tubes?
it's
really?
a par 3 course, so there's 12 of us.
Yeah, it was like a little
Rinky dink.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
So-
they had hitchhikers there, though.
Yeah. This is a story. I've
Bastards.
had enough.
Yeah, you remember getting them off.
I do.
I
Everybody
remember
else is
watching.
like, we're playing. We'll see you
We'll
later.
see you later.
Jody's the one to help me.
Yo,
Because
so totally
Why
off
would
subject.
we want to go get stuck if we already see somebody else helping you? Because we didn't have the tees. She had the tees.
it's my penance for not holding the puppy.
Exactly.
I think
She
my
has
mom used to get we used to get great duct tape and try to take it off that way.
That would be great. But when you went to touch it with your hand, it would go right through them. That's how bad they
Not
are.
the duct tape. It's not going to go through
yeah.
duct tape.
I think
It
they
would.
would. They're
It
that
would.
sharp.
They're
They were
that-
like, dude, the most miserable thing you could think of going under your fingernail.
Well, yeah, because what happened?
Get the visual on that one.
His pet peeve's under the fingernail.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because here's what happens. I remember when my mom she put the gray tape. Oh, every time she touched the needles hit me. I'm like, hey, you know what I mean? It
Yeah.
would kill me.
Yeah, that would take out like a splinter too, probably. Duct
What?
tape, like that real hard duct tape would get a splinter out.
How about the one time when I went up on your boat when you had the,
Oh, you grabbed the
when
fucking.
you had the ship. He had the ship up in Lake Erie. So I didn't know it. I don't know anything about boats. I don't like boats. I'm a land animal.
He grabs.
You know what I mean?
He grabs a fiberglass.
I grabbed the
antenna.
fiberglass in my hand. Like,
Hey,
Thank God.
1,000 splitters.
hey, instantly, they're in there right now to this day. I didn't think
I
about
believe it.
it. Dude, I wanted to chop my hand off. I used to take me to the hospital, chop my hand off. I'll be happier once I get it done. It was pain.
That's the worst.
Pain. So, where were you guys at when you were in Vegas, like when you heard the news about Kobe Bryant?
Oh, it's early in the morning out there. It was like 9 a.m.
Was it?
Yeah. And Hunter told me, he got a tweet. I was in Mandalay Bay playing a slot machine. And he got a tweet. He's like, Kobe Bryant died in a plane crash. I'm like, really? Wow. He's like, I don't know if it's real. You know,
That's what everyone thought at first.
Yeah.
That's what I said to Payne. She
Yeah.
told me from the back seat. Like,
I
"That's
still
fake."
haven't seen it. I got off the plane today, so I haven't seen the news or anything.
Yeah, him and his
So what
daughter.
happened?
Him and his daughter and 7 other
There
people.
was, a total of 9 people.
Plane
Yeah.
or helicopter?
Helicopter.
Apparently, he goes and uses the helicopter.
Yeah, he was
a lot.
known
Yeah.
for like traveling. They were going to I think his daughter's basketball
Yeah.
tournament.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, she was supposed to be real good, right?
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant's
Here's the
kid.
only thing that,
That's
that drives
sad,
me
man.
nuts
Oh, yeah.
is death is death. You know what I mean? Life is life. Like, they're only concentrating on him and his daughter. Well, what about the other
people?
7?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I tried to look it up, and it's hard to find.
Well, that's just the media and how it is fucked up. I mean, the media's,
Right.
you know.
They want
You know,
first
I
one
mean,
came
that's
out,
my
they didn't
thought
talk
is
about
like,
his
why is
daughter.
one death worse than, it's not worse than any other. Their family's probably mourning just as bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the other guy was I think it was a pro baseball player.
Well, there was a coach and his wife and their daughter or something like that. You know what I mean? Or something like I don't know who. Like I was trying to look and see.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? The only thing you see is
Kobe
and his
Bryant.
daughter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so forth.
It's messed
But there
up.
were
And-
9 people on that helicopter. They should all be like recognized.
Oh,
But
no
here's the
doubt
thing:
about
is that they're looking to see if it was overweighted.
Yeah.
My
'cause
thought is
big the
9
hell-
people. How big is it?
Yeah.
A Huey?
Well, that's like the president's plane's like huge like that. I'm sure Kobe Bryant got that kind of money, you know.
Oh, yeah. The president's plane holds like a lot.
Yeah, but that's
But that's a plane,
that's
not a
a
helicopter.
president's
though.
that's a Huey. That's like a military plane.
Yeah.
Probably they're not going to have a military plane. Don't get me wrong.
Maybe
the
not.
owner of the Colts, Pat McAfee, said he has like almost like a Huey,
No way.
a helicopter, a giant helicopter.
Right.
Hey, we have some relatives who travel by helicopter. Tout, he's royalty.
Oh my god.
They travel by helicopter.
No, down in Florida they rode in
They
one
took
or
the
something.
tour. Over
They got like what the hell is that? Like the Black Hawk Down helicopter. You know what I mean? They're flying. They're all low to the ground and stuff like that.
There's a
They
four.
would go. They would do that.
There's a 4-seater you can ride down over the Keys. And
I
see
just,
it.
I look at Hunter's Instagram and I'm like, different level. That's all I say. It's just different level.
Yeah.
He's got boats. I mean, he's hanging around his guys. They're getting a kegger. And then I look at the background of the houses. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
Yeah. Did you see that one on Cape Cod?
they're all like,
Yeah. Yeah.
70,000 square foot. I'm like, who lives next to you? 50 Cent? You know what I mean? I'm like, wow, man. All right,
True.
cool. When I do a kegger, it's in somebody's backyard, and we're kicking like old garbage cans. You know what I mean?
In the basement with the spiders.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Hey, somebody got a trash can? Yeah, we're abandoned house. There's a trash can. We'll grab that. That's, you know what I mean? That's typically what we grab.
No doubt.
I will say, me and the Doties, we went to Tuttle Mall, and I've preached this for years for people. I've told the mall massages from the Asian folk are fantastic.
Yes,
They'll get you
they
right.
are.
That's
Yeah,
well,
you guys all did that?
that's
Yes.
money well
We
spent
did
right
it.
there.
So you know what? I wonder if we were doing it at the same time. Because in Vegas, they come around to you at the blackjack table. Would you like a massage?
$1 a minute?
Huh? $2 a minute.
Oh, $2 a minute?
So
Ridiculous.
I got peeled
would
for
not do
75.
that.
$75? How many minutes? Were you asleep? Mr. Seach, wake up. Wake up,
She
sir.
might have been a nice looking female.
That's why.
Okay.
Hey,
And no,
like the waitress at Roosters.
and Jim was,
Oh,
hey, and Jim was sitting next to me and flirting. He was like her friend, like he knew
Who?
her. Jim, Scott's buddy.
Oh.
So, well, he's my buddy too, but and he's sitting there. And him and Phil started drinking doubles downtown Saturday or Friday, and he was routed. He said, "Man, it's getting late, right?" I'm like, "It's 6:30, dude." So she's giving me a massage, and I'm like, "Nah, I'm playing a slot machine." She's like, "Yeah, you know." And I got to like 42 minutes or something like that, or $42 charge. I'm like, all right. You know what I mean? I'll get 5 more minutes, and then with tip, it was
Yeah.
$75. But yeah.
They loved you. They couldn't wait for you to come back.
You know
down.
what? My back hurts the next day from it. Like, she really got in with the
well,
elbows.
see,
you know?
that is the hurt so good feeling right there.
Yeah.
Now you got to go a couple
Yeah.
times for that.
Yeah, yeah, because that's like the first time running. If I go running right now, I'm pulling a hamstring, groin, twisting an ankle at least. Guaranteed.
Achilles.
First time, you know what I mean? Back muscles gonna strain. Like if I went and played hoops right now, I'd be done. I mean, I'd have to go to the hospital.
Hey, I'll tell you, that is real fun though. Going to play pickup basketball. That's good. That's a good.
Well, there's
time.
guys that play pickup basketball. I used to play pickup basketball. I used to play like hardcore basketball.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying like
You're
that. I'm
look there.
saying like
Let's play some
casual.
horse. Hey, stand to the
Let's
side,
play half
buddy.
court. He wants to play half court. Who wants to run? We want to run.
Yeah. I mean, we would go hard, you know what I mean? Type of thing like that. We had it like, yeah, to this day, I mean, if your dad would have played defense, I probably wouldn't have blew one knee out.
Here we go
You know
with
what I
this.
mean? I blame him because we got in the loser's bracket. And then all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Because if he would have guarded his guy, we had a phenomenal
He don't
team.
like to play defense.
Oh, no defense. He's
talking about?
Kansas City Chiefs over here. You know what I mean? Bob
He'll
Wise.
just stay down on one end of the court, let you guys go do your thing.
You couldn't. You had to come back. It was full court basketball, man. We didn't. It ain't like, hey, coach, tag me out. No. Let's go, man. You know, and I don't know what happened, but I can't really recall. All I know is we had to go to the losers bracket, and when we played that game, that's when I blew my ACL. Boop.
Wow.
And it's weird because when you snap a ligament, well, at least for me, I told everyone, I said, you know something's wrong, something bad just happened, but when the ligament snapped, it was like I had 12,000 paparazzi taking cameras. It was flashes all over. You know what I mean? And that was like, that was the indication you know something's,
got
something's
lit up.
wrong.
Yeah, you got lit up.
Like, because it's a ligament, so it's like, it ain't coming back together. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like when I tore my Achilles tendon, I went down like a sack of potatoes. Like,
I thought somebody shot him.
yeah, it was like I was running around first base, boom, snap.
We were playing
went right-
softball.
went
Pick up
right to the
softball.
ground.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? It was, I was probably overweight and trying to
Where was
overdo
this?
it.
We're like, get up.
Little bar team? Was it the little bar team?
No, it was Common
No,
Point.
Common Point, yeah.
I remember I went to the hospital. The guy was like, and I was 20-some years old. Doctor said, "Hey, do you know this is a 40-year-old man injury?" I said, "I know, man. Body's been beat up, Doc."
That's full of shit, though, because Hallenstein's kid, John Hallenstein's son, busted his implant.
Well, obviously,
Yeah.
20 years ago, they don't know how, things advance and things like that. Now they're seeing more cases of it,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Right,
Things
right.
like that. But
Recently our faithful leader, he had acupuncture.
I
And he
heard-
said that was like magic. Like, it works. So I want to try it and just see what it does,
You got to have
yeah.
something hurt first.
Well, dude, I mean, I
you just
just
sit
I don't
there, it's
complain
like
about
needles in your
stuff.
back,
So, like,
type of thing like that. I guess it works,
yeah.
Yeah.
The Asians do it right, man.
Yeah, they do. They got a lot
What
of
do you know
Chinese
about-
secrets.
What's Cliffy know about that? Let's bring her in.
Yeah, acupuncture. You acupuncture?
I don't.
You see, if I did a class of Zumba right now, you'd have to have EMT like right next to the. You have EMT.
Yeah.
You have an EMT like that's on the side.
No, she's trained.
No, I'm trained.
Oh my God! No, I can't
I can
have
save
that. No.
you.
Listen, that's. I'd be like Mr. Seach.
I'm 80.
I'd be yelling, "Yeah, clear!"
Clear.
No, I just need like oxygen. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. But yeah, if I did a Zumba class right now, I'd probably, I'd keel over after
bad.
like 4 minutes.
It gets tiring.
But that's how you start.
Yes, it does.
You got to start somewhere.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Whether
Yeah,
you do one
coordinate.
push-up or 10 push-ups, you got to start somewhere, and then you build.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Type of thing like that. So everything is progress, a progression.
Hey, earlier you said something about funniest home videos, and I have a video for funniest home videos. With there was a bike accident, and Brandon ran after the bike when it took off.
Oh, listen to this fucking
My
story.
goodness.
Listen to this fucking story. Go ahead.
Okay. Our friend let us use his motorcycle.
Talking to the mic.
Our friend let us use a motorcycle and
Hitler.
teaching Brandon. Randy was teaching Brandon how to ride the motorcycle.
How old was he?
Now.
Just now. This
Last
is like
week.
last
Literally,
week.
like,
Literally last week,
Okay.
right? So, Brandon's friend comes over. He's leaving for the Marines on the 10th of February.
What kind of bike?
It's V-Strom 650.
Okay.
Okay, so Randy's gonna go get oil in the car, and Brandon's like, "Hey, can I show him how I ride the bike?" Now Brandon can't get out of first gear, right? So he stays right around the block in first gear on the motorcycle. His friend goes, "I can ride. I know how to ride a motorcycle." Brandon's like, "Oh, you're just gonna hold the clutch and do this real slow." I got it. Gets on the bike, 3 seconds. Boom. Hit the car down the next neighbors hit the car. Pieces of the bike went everywhere. So our neighbor catches it on the ring. You see the bike fly, and you see
On the-
Brandon,
on the
the
door.
$6 million ring.
Oh, you got
Yeah.
the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we don't have
That's
it with us.
awesome.
Not right now. Our neighbor has it.
Text him.
You gotta send that to us so we have that next week, so our
Awesome.
audience can see it.
Tell the friend to delete it. You don't want to get sued, I'm telling you.
Seriously,
Why?
it was awful. It was awful.
No, that bike goes 0 to 60 in 2.3 seconds.
So the
and
kid did that, busted the helmet, went to the hospital. His nuts went up in his stomach. I mean, just all
Yeah.
kinds of
I mean,
crazy. Broke his wrist.
Look,
He's all
I
fucked
sent you a
up.
picture of his wrist.
Why? Because he held onto the
Here.
bike.
Because he
Yeah.
hit the car.
Wait,
He hit,
Huh?
a, he hit
He
a
hit the-
car.
he
He
hit
hit the car.
hit a parked car.
The car moved 6 feet. The bike hit it so hard the car moved
So
6
he
feet.
gunned it. He.
Well, here's the
Okay,
first
so
thing.
he hit it, and then he freaked out because he wanted to go a little bit faster than just like snail's pace. Okay, so he hit it. He freaked out. He jumped a curb and gunned it,
Panicked.
and went straight into the back of that car.
So here's the first thing.
Well, when I heard that, I thought, listen, first thing you do when you get on a motorbike, you learn where the brake is.
He knew where the brake was, but
Hey,
he
he
was
clearly did.
panicking. Like he
brake
just panicked.
Well, that's what I mean. So yeah, there's some guy. Yeah, I mean, there's some people just aren't mechanically inclined.
They crack under
And that,
pressure.
Maybe.
But
Here's the
he
thing.
said he knew how to ride
He
it.
did.
Does he play
First-
video games?
The
So I
first-
thought it was all right, Spider.
Listen, people when they don't know how to play.
That's his
the
wrist. His whole wrist, like his whole hand, wasn't even connected to his arm. At
Holy-
that
Let me
point.
see.
Like it was bad.
It looks like one of your neighbors.
So
Oh, he's fucked up.
His hands all jacked
Yeah, he
up.
has
Look
a
at that.
metal plate and 2 rods in his. I think it's 2. But like all of these bones that were connecting his hand to his arm, not like they were shattered.
okay, there's a life lesson learned.
He says he will never get on a motorcycle again.
Not even him.
He probably shouldn't have.
If you borrow a motorcycle, first, that's the worst thing you could do. Borrow someone's motorcycle.
So it's not Brandon's bike.
No.
It's not even Randy's bike.
Whose bike is it?
It's their friends. Who has 20
And
bikes.
so
he has a lot of bikes.
So Brandon let his friend ride this bike.
That's not even his dad.
That's not even his bike.
Right.
Bad
Bad call. Right there.
Hey,
Bad
he
call.
wasn't-
He wasn't supposed to ride the bike. First of all, he was supposed to sit on the bike. But
Who
why
was
is the
supposed
bike?
to sit on the bike?
But why is the bike running?
What's that guy's name?
Carrie?
Carrie?
Oh, the kid that got into
That broke his leg or broke his arm.
That's Cameron.
Cameron. So Cameron said, "Hey, I know how to ride bikes, dude. Let me get on this bike, G."
Well,
And
he
so
had
Brandon,
told-
he was like the power of persuasion. He was like,
Hey,
okay,
I know how to ride a bike.
okay, you're good. Go ahead, bro. Have fun. And he let the dude ride the bike and smash his face. I would have gotten a car and ran him over afterwards, after he did that. Because I would have been so pissed that I gave you permission to go ride this bike and you smashed it. Now I got to go tell John Woo that his bike is broke.
How'd you know his name was John Woo?
Yeah, I'm just saying. You know,
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. But even back when we had bikes,
Like I said,
I would never ride her bike. Randy and Jody had a motorcycle.
Hey,
I would never put my
but-
body on her
It's a
motorcycle,
little
but I had my
different,
own.
Bill. I mean, you tend to be a little stingy when it comes to that. I mean, when you had that Honda Shadow, nobody was allowed to touch it. I
That's
could
right.
tell- you know
For
what I
that
mean?
reason, what if you went out and broke your leg?
That's
But
right.
it's your bike. But it's your bike.
Right.
It's totally different from the story that you're telling me. He borrowed the bike and then let his buddy use it. You know what I mean? It's like me, hey, give me your car. Then I'm going to let some dude named Dino drive your car.
Dino.
It's worse than that. It's worse than that even. He's going to give it to his buddy, and his buddy's going to let Dino drive it. Because it's there's 4 levels.
Yeah.
Randy to Brandon to
Oh.
dude. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
yeah. But Brandon and Randy are, they're,
Yeah, the
they're
same.
family.
They're
So
the
I
same.
look at it like. But Randy, I mean. Does, how old is Brandon?
19.
Not too old to get a whooping. Not too old to get a whooping. Just to give you a heads up.
I
I
just
got a
worried-
whooping when I was 16.
Well, the dude's
Oil
insurance
dipstick
paid,
across
right?
the back. Whoo! You know what I mean? I didn't want to change oil in the car. My dad's like, "You're driving the car, right?" I was like, "Hey, I'll let the guys that change oil. I'll pay for it." Yeah, as soon as I turned around, started laughing at my buddy. Whap! He smacked me with the oil dipstick. I know how to change oil now. You know what I mean? So there are things that are good when it comes to an ass whooping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's an ass whooping. I can't. Unless he got a boatload of money, he can go ahead and pay for it all.
Well,
it's all
The
good.
guy's insurance is paying for it, luckily. You know what I mean?
That's terrible. Somebody's paying the deductible. It ain't free.
Brandon.
Brandon paid for it. Brandon took the money over to the guy.
It's a big life lesson.
He's had a few.
Huge. Huge life lesson.
Right.
I bet. I need to see the video though.
We all need
I
to see the
can't
video.
wait to see that.
I don't
Please
wanna
send that
see that.
immediately.
It's
No,
gonna be
you know
great.
what? It wasn't funny.
It'll be
Oh
one of
my
them.
god,
Yeah.
it's great! I can't wait. Like that'd be, dude. Yes, we'll
All
dissect
okay,
that.
so you see the first 2 seconds.
I want to see Brandon running after it.
He was
Oh,
like
runs after
Speedy
it?
Gonzalez.
Yeah, that's the funny part.
He ran after it, and then you hear a smack, and then screams.
What was he going to do if he caught it?
Panic. I could see Brandon's eyes got probably real big eyes. The bike's
I don't know if I've ever seen Brandon like that though.
Well, because
Like the Dan Vitullo eyes, you know.
Yeah, I mean, be honest. That kid got lucky. I mean,
Yeah.
he could have
Thank God he's
actually
alive.
went through somebody's
Yeah.
house.
And die? He could have
Yeah.
died.
Wait, thank God he was. The helmet cracked.
Yeah, if that car
Well,
wasn't
they're
there,
made
he
to-
would
they're
have
made
run
to
into
crack.
a brick wall,
You
and
know
he
that,
would
right?
have been gone. Yeah,
The helmets are made
Dude,
to
how
crack.
fast is this kid going from the start to that? I mean,
he
I
was
got-
probably going 70.
Get out.
The car moved 6 feet.
70 miles an hour.
It goes 0
Plug
to
that in the
60.
equation.
Yeah, but I don't-
Speed times velocity.
It wasn't,
So-
no.
How's he going 70 miles an hour when
I
he
don't
just
think
got
it
on?
was
He
70
just,
miles.
It
be-
goes 0 to 60
Yeah,
in
but-
2.3
but he-
seconds.
Listen,
he's
you
still in
can't
first
get-
gear.
You can't get to 70 in first gear. You're right.
Yeah.
Right.
So he's probably going 35. You
Still,
go 35 and hit a car
is ridiculous.
with a car.
Listen, I know I run 35 miles an hour. I'm pretty quick. You know what I mean? Listen,
Wait, Clavin, how fast is the fastest human?
I want to say
Clavin, you
22,
know.
22
know.
mile an hour.
Isn't it
22 hours.
Usain?
Cliffy Jr.
Junior knew it.
Yeah.
That's what it is, 22.3 or something like that.
So, I'm
28,
28
actually.
miles
Who's
per hour.
28?
That guy.
Who is
That guy.
Listen, they just threw that up. Don't you gotta fact check that. You know what I mean? That's CNN you just looked at.
He could run 40 in theory. Theory my ass.
Usain Bolt.
Yeah, 23.
He's the fastest human alive.
He's 22, I think.
20, just over 23.
Just over 23.
I run
Yeah.
35 miles an hour. If I smash into something at
You can run
35,
15.
I mean, I can't run 4. But if I fall down at 4 miles an hour, I'm getting hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I can imagine 35. Just think, like,
Our crash was
how
about
fast
40.
is a boat when you're flying on a boat?
Boats are different. When you're on
I'll
the
tell you what was cool.
No. Give me the speed of a boat. Knots. Whatever, knots landing.
A boat will go about 45 miles
Exactly.
an hour.
You jump
My
off the
little
boat.
speedboat,
You jump off the boat at 45. You're getting effed up.
Right.
You think?
You
Yeah.
could be slapping. You know what I mean? You beat the sea lions.
Yeah. You jump off a boat at 25, it's going to hurt.
Hey,
Jacked.
who was that boat we on the Alum Creek, big red one? I rode in.
That's
You put me in it, and we started
JJ's.
flying. No. We were down in the cove, real up north.
Tommy's boat.
No, we like
I
tied
I
up,
told
and I
Dan
got
that
on
was
another
Tommy's
boat.
boat. I said, Dan, Tommy had a boat.
I don't remember whose boat.
Dan gets so mad because it was Vitulo's boat.
Yeah.
Tommy used to tell everybody, I got a boat.
Oh, touchdown, Tommy.
Touchdown, Tommy. Seriously, I got a boat. There's another. Yeah. Oh, whatever. Yeah, so
Hey,
is,
did you see that?
where's Brandon at right now? Is he
He's working
is
right
he
now.
doing push-ups and sit-ups right now? He should be doing push-ups and sit-ups until, you know what I mean? He got to get big so he don't get a whooping. I mean, I'd be doing the triangle push-ups, the marine clapping push-ups and stuff like that.
Hey, if he could do a clap push up,
Hey,
I'll be amazed.
tell him to get strong. He's got to get strong because, you know,
I said if you could.
if I was RD, you know what I mean?
He'd be getting a whooping.
I know he got a big shoe. I could, you know, at least hit him a couple side of the head a couple times with the shoe, you know, so he'll be all right.
All
Yeah,
right.
The first thing Brandon said to me was, "Dad's gonna kill me." And I was like, "Oh God."
Is he going to kill us?
I don't even know if it's Brandon's fault. I think it's more of the kid.
Oh, my God.
If I'm being real.
Is he going to shit?
Or is he going to kill us?
He's gonna shit, then he's gonna kill
He's
us.
going to kill us.
I watched a scene from the Bronx the other day. You know, he's like, put him in the fucking bathroom because Dice Clay was to put his money in. He's like, your money, you're a jinx.
Mush.
Not
It's
Dice
mush,
Clay.
yeah.
It was Eddie Mush.
Or yeah,
Yo,
mush. That was
I can't put him in the bathroom. Yo, Eddie Mush is in there. When you going to put coffee cakes in there?
I don't want
And then he
I
put
don't want-
another guy in the
Yeah.
bathroom.
I don't want his face looking at my
Jojo,
dice.
I don't want that face looking at that kid shooting my dice.
And then
Hey, get a towel from the bar, put it over his face. Come on, Sonny, I don't want to wear a towel over my face. Get him in the bathroom. That's what he says.
And then the racetrack. Oh, mush bet the horse. They rip him up.
They ripped their tickets up before the horse.
That was great.
How about the? I showed him the mushroom belt one too the other day. You remember that?
Boomerang.
Boomerang. See,
Boomerang.
Coker's knows him.
Yeah, he
You
does.
got to coordinate.
You
Got the mushroom belt. Can't stop there. Oh, inside the jacket. Mushroom. All right, man. Let's lock this
All
up.
right, we're gonna wrap it up. Jamie gave us a signal. If you didn't see that when he,
Yeah, when he touches the phone, that means, hey, that little thing, that means it's time to go.
yeah.
All right.
So we'll see you next
Heat
week
up.
for
He's good.
another episode of Consistent Genius. See
Peace
ya.
out.